Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be doing a advent calendar news video. We have 3 descriptions for the advent calendars today, that being for the Star Wars, Marvel, and Harry Potter ones. So this will of course contain spoilers for everything contained in the advent calendars. Now I don't have any pictures for the Marvel one, and I only have pictures of the covers of the boxes for Star Wars and Harry Potter, but this will contain description spoilers, so if you guys don't want to know anything about the calendar, click away, ignore this video, come back once they get released in September. That being said, without further ado, let's get started. First up, we have set number 76231, the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special Advent Calendar. Now, this is the only one I have absolutely no pictures for whatsoever, so you're just going to have to rely on some words here. This Advent Calendar will be retailing for $44.99 USD or $45, thanks to LEGO's awful price increases, and it has the least pieces out of any of the advent calendars, clocking in at just 268, as opposed to, I believe it's like 340 something for the other ones, which is kind of a big deal. Like, that's almost an 80-piece difference, which is awful. There's reused figures of Star-Lord. I'm assuming the most recent one from the Benatar, which would be really nice to get in a cheap set. Rocket Raccoon, fingers crossed it's the brown fur variant, not a gray version. Groot, I'm assuming the adult tan version. And Mantis, again, probably the most recent one, because that's almost half the figures from that set in a cheaper version. But I mean, hey, it'll be really nice for people who want the Guardians who weren't able to get that. Now, there are some new figures here. Drax, for the first time since, 2017, with a Baby Groot Christmas sweater. So, unfortunately, people who want a Drax figure will not be able to get one with all of the really cool printing, but at least you'll get the head and the legs and everything. But who are we kidding? The legs aren't going to have printing. But it's going to be really cool to see the Baby Groot Christmas sweater, and Nebula with a Thanos Christmas sweater. Interesting that you'd want to wear a Thanos Christmas sweater, but it'd be really cool to get Nebula here again. In terms of the builds, we have a tape recorder, a tile with the Awesome Mix Volume 1 and Volume 2, different gifts, table with cups, bottle, and cupcake, table with turkey, snowman with Thanos' golden armor. I want to see Thanos snowman. That's going to be cool. We have a micro-scale model of the Benatar and the Milano, a blue guitar, a candy cane, a flamethrower for Rocket, and then a Christmas tree accessory for Groot. Interesting to see how the Christmas tree accessory for Groot works. Really cool. Overall, this one sounds like a pretty decent advent calendar. Really, I'm here for the characters. It's going to be so great to get all of the Guardians, basically, in such a really cheap, really affordable set. And it's going to be pretty cool. I want to see how they do the tape recorder and then the awesome mixes. I wonder how large those are going to be. The tables look kind of boring. I'm used to getting those from Harry Potter. The snowman is going to be really awesome. Nice to see mini models for the ships and everything. And then I'm really curious to see what that Christmas tree is going to be. Pretty good calendar, all things considered, but definitely not the best one out of the... Actually, no. You know what? I think this is the best one out of the bunch, especially once you see the next one. Next is going to be set number 76404, the Harry Potter Advent Calendar. Again, $44.99 or $45, and this one has 344 parts. Now, I originally was very harsh on this one when we saw the picture of the box, because it looked like a lot of nothing builds and some pretty crappy ones, and gotta say, reading the description, I'm not that much better. So the reused figures are going to be Harry Potter with the short legs and Severus Snape. So I am right about that Harry Potter figure not being exclusive. And I mean, Severus Snape, whatever. We do have a lot more new figures, though. We have a brand new Tonks, which you can see right there on the front of the box. A brand new Neville from the Deathly Hallows with a sword. So assuming that's going to be the specially molded sword of Gryffindor, fingers crossed. We have Moaning Myrtle in gray clothes, which is nice. Horace Slughorn as an armchair with just a head on an armchair build, which is super cute, and I'm really looking forward to that figure. Sirius Black with a brown knitted sweater, which is pretty interesting. And then Voldemort with the mouth open. So that's a really good selection of figures, honestly. I would have really preferred to get maybe Mundungus Fletcher here, considering he would pair well with the recently released Grimmauld playset. We've never gotten him in LEGO form before, but maybe next year, we'll see. Now, the builds of accessories, we have a cube spinning top. So is this going to be another board game one? Oh yeah, look, it says the game on there again. So that's awful. I really did not like the game from last year. I guess this one's you play through like all of the books, not just year number 1. Really don't like that, but whatever. Then we have the Hogwarts Express and Platform 9 3/4, which is, we can see on the front of the box there, micro scale. We have the Whomping Willow and the Fort Angela, which we can see micro scale on the front of the box there. The Goblet of Fire with an exclusive name tile, which is cool. I don't think we need another Goblet of Fire, considering we've already gotten one of those in a previous advent calendar. But the name tile, that's going to be really cool to get. Absolutely. A White Owl / Hedwig. is one of the days literally just going to be an owl? If I open one of the days and it's just an owl, I will scream. That's awful. We have Quidditch goals, microscale. Okay. Hagrid's motorcycle. Fingers crossed that's not microscale, but it absolutely is going to be some kind of weird, funky build. We have the Chamber of Secrets. Microscale. Okay, interesting. A knight, which will be cool. I like getting knights. A pensieve. That'll be cool to see. It's hopefully going to be as good, if not better, than the one we got in the CNF a couple years back. The Hall of Prophecies. Microscale. The Atrium of the Ministry of Magic. Microscale. Whatever. The Trapezoid Cup. Again. The Burrow. Microscale. Whatever. And then Gringotts with Dragon. I'm going to be very interested to see how they pull that off. Now, unfortunately, it seems like this particular advent calendar is going to be a whole lot of nothing builds again, tons of micro scale. I'm holding out hope that some of these, obviously like the Trapezoid Cup and the Goblet of Fire are minifigure scale. Maybe the Hall of Prophecies, it'll be like a section that you can put a minifigure next to. I don't know. But from the sounds of it, I feel really let down. This does not seem like a great advent calendar. Definitely the Harry Potter ones are continuing to decrease, not go up, which is really unfortunate. Set number 75340 is the Star Wars Advent Calendar. This will be retailing for an increased price of $44.99 USD or $45, thanks to LEGO's awful price increases. The set will contain 329 pieces, which is a reasonable amount, and has a sizable number of figures. For reused figures, we have a Snow Trooper, Luke in his Hoth outfit, a Clone Trooper Commander, and a Battle Droid. For brand new figures, we have Darth Vader in a beach outfit, R2-D2 with a C-3PO sweater, and then a C-3PO with an R2-D2 sweater. Now, we do actually have pictures of all of those characters already. Darth Vader here is the best and clearest picture. This was revealed earlier by LEGO. Really great figure there. Love how the Death Star is kind of like the setting sun, which is a bit morbid, but still pretty great. And then you get the beach design here with the sand castle for Vader's castle, a beach ball, and a bucket. And then slightly blurrier, but on the front of the box, you can, of course, see that C-3PO and R2-D2 designs. Really love the Christmas sweaters. Those look awesome. In terms of builds and accessories, we have a Santa Gonk droid, which you can see again on the front there. He looks really cute. I think that's going to be a huge seller for this set. People are going to really want that guy. We have a T-16 Skyhopper, a Republic gunship, the Bad Batch shuttle, Darth Vader's sandcastle, which we already saw, Luke Skywalker's land speeder, obviously, a V-35 land speeder, an Acclamator cruiser, a B-wing, a TIE interceptor, a droid tri-fighter, an AT-ST, and an evaporator. Now, I'm going to be honest, I only knew about half of those things. On the front of the box, you can see a couple of those models, including Luke's land speeder, which looks like a microscale land speeder. It's pretty good. The evaporator's not terrible. I don't know why anyone would want that, but it's there. The Bad Batch shuttle looks pretty great. I believe the TIE interceptor is a pretty good looking model, honestly. It looks like the most substantial out of all of these. The Skyhopper, I believe that's the one floating above the land speeder there, looks decent. And then, of course, the AT-ST looks a little wonky, but it's pretty nice to get. So all I gotta say for the Star Wars Advent Calendar, again, Star Wars not really my favorite. It does look to be like a slightly promising one with some great figures there. Kind of surprising they revealed all of the exclusive Christmas figures in the front of the box. Not used to them doing that. Darth Vader is definitely my favorite, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing full pictures when we eventually get them. Overall, that was all three of the Advent calendars coming out this September. I will be sure to update you guys as soon as we have more pictures. I'm really waiting to see what the Guardians of the Galaxy one's going to look like. Of course, the Guardians are my favorite team in the MCU, so I'm really excited they're finally getting their own Advent calendar. Make sure to leave which one of these three is your favorite in the comment section down below. I honestly think Star Wars sounds a bit better than Harry Potter, just because Harry Potter has literally nothing new, as opposed to Star Wars having a lot of decently new things in there. That's all I got for you guys today. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a fantastic and safe rest of your day. We'll catch you all in the very next video.